Welcome back to another crypto video. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. We're going to look at Aave today, and Aave is one we've been looking at recently, and there's some really exciting things coming out for it, such as the V3 update, and that is something I'm very much anticipating and looking forward to. In the future, we can see Aave is ranked 54, trading at $255 with a market cap of 3.44 billion. Over the 30 days, we're up 4.3%. Over the 14 days, we're up 32.4%. Over the 24 hours, we're up a very mere 1%. And Aave is really holding the line right now, really quite well. And I was just doing a bit of research, and we can see, what happened before when Aave V2 was launched in December 2020. Of course, now we're in 2022. We saw that basically a month later, the price 460%, to the upside, which is really huge. But no one really expects 460% after this. But at least we could hope for maybe 100% or 200% or even just 50% to help us get out of the descending wedge. And in terms of the descending wedge, I think they're talking about this big giant descending triangle where we keep getting these lower highs, and eventually it's gonna have to do something, move down or move up. So that's what we've got over there. So V3 is going to be really good. We don't know when it's coming out just yet, but I think it's going to be a big price catalyst. So on the daily time frame, I'm still pretty eager and bullish with this. So I do think we're going to follow this kind of trajectory or path over here. Coming up £260, coming back down to like 220, testing a support in this massive rectangle that we've got, which measures the median price. And so what happened is we didn't get that head and shoulders pattern quite. Well, we kind of did, I suppose, in the sense that we retested this 3 times on the support side of things. But we did come back down low then before at 171 when Bitcoin decided to take quite a big, correction. So what have we got here? We've got like a nice symmetrical triangle playing out on the hourly time frame, which looks pretty nice, to be honest. And if we do break to the down or the upside of this particular pattern here, we can just measure the width of this symmetrical triangle, and it's going to give us, it will either take us back to that glory 218 golden zone, or we will be coming back down to roughly, is that the same size? Yep. Or we maybe can come back down on the bearish scenario back towards 160, towards that support level at 154. But I think that's very unlikely. I don't know why. I just think the rest of the market has to collapse in order for that to actually play out. So if we go back to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that the bearish divergence is now nullified. The bearish divergence was here, where the price is coming up and the RSI was dropping. But now the prices came up already, and so is the RSI. So it's looking a bit better. We've got this symmetrical triangle, and we basically need to see what happens if we break to the upside of this resistance and we see good volume, because we've got nothing. Diddly squat, not a drop of volume. If we get good volume, then we do come to 220. Without the volume, maybe there's a good chance that we do come back down to 160. So it is one of those things. If we do come down, I'd probably, not financial advice, but myself, I'd be DCA in, because I think it's always good to try and get this project at the lowest possible price, especially when we're below this £220 range. So I'm still very much bullish that we are going to see 220 soon on our price. But I'm also very much aware that if we do lose support here and we continue rolling over, then we can easily come back down to like the 160 mark, because Aave moves quickly in its pace of direction. But really, it's not looking awful. We've got the low here. We had the swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. Swing high, is this the swing low before the next swing high? The problem is now we need to break this resistance in order to create a higher high from the previous one. So that's what we're looking out for, guys. Hopefully we do, push through. So on the daily, I'm still very much bullish that we're going to get these, bigger price targets over here, such as 218, the 220 when we get back up there. Then the 260 comes, the 328, and the 459, which could maybe occur when we see, V3. We don't really know what it's going to do on the price, but it's basically the last drop of hope in the short term. aside to the rest of the project being amazing and people like Mark Cuban investing in it. That's really the update here of Aave. So nothing concerning. The conclusion is that we are just swiftly trading over the last few days in this symmetrical triangle where we can see we've got the support levels converging in with the resistance levels, as you can see here. So I expect a breakout to the up or down side probably tomorrow within the next 24 to 36 hours. So if you did like the video, guys, do subscribe. Costs you nothing, just one click away, and consider becoming a patron. Mub here is one of my legendary, he's my first patron. What a guy. Thank you so much, Mub. So if you want to see your name here and also have exclusive benefits, consider becoming a patron, and I very much appreciate it. So that's a wrap, and I'll see you in the next one.